There's always lots of transfer rumours floating around with Manchester United, but we want to concentrate on one, Paul Pogba. We brought you the big update yesterday from Gianluca Di Marzio, the Italian journalist, who said that Man United have agreed a deal in principle worth €13 million a season for Paul Pogba, and that his agent Mino Raiola would be taking a €120 million offer from Man United to Juventus after the end of Euro 2016. So that news sort of blew up, but there's been quite a lot of more news blowing up in the last 24 hours since that story. Just wanted to bring you an update on all of that. Last night, both James Tucker and Mark Ogden, two of the most established journalists as far as Manchester United are concerned, said that Man United want to complete the deal for Pogba before the Community Shield game against Leicester City on August the 7th at Wembley. Now that leaves a month for the deal to be happened, and something that hopefully that means is no matter what happens, whether we sign Pogba or we don't sign Pogba, it's not going to be a summer-long saga, because Man United have had their fair share of those, and I don't really want any more, and I'm sure you don't want any more. So a quick conclusion, whether it will be good or bad news, is still good news, that it's going to be resolved relatively quickly. I think that United have shown already this summer. I mean, at the end of the first week of July, we've got Ibrahimovic, Bailey, Mkhitaryan and Mourinho already in. So Mourinho is moving fast. And whether that means that we'll sign him quickly or we won't, it should be a good thing. And there's also an update from L'Equipe, the French newspaper, who said that Paul Pogba has been talking to his French teammates and made it clear that he does want to move to Manchester United. Something interesting about the France squad this year, there are no Real Madrid players in there. You've got Benzema, he obviously is not in for obvious reasons. You've also got Varane, who should be in there, probably starting at centre-back, but he's injured. And then you look at Man United's influence in that squad. We've got Patrice Evra, ambassador of the club, but he's a Juventus player. Contradictions there. You've got Morgan Schneiderlin. You've got Anthony Martial. There are some real United influences inside that group. And if they're talking to Pogba, which they probably will be, we know they will be. We've seen pictures of Martial training with Pogba. Then we're going to have little words, little birds in their ear. And I don't know whether that'll be the persuasive tone that makes him want to move to Manchester United, but they certainly wouldn't tell him not to. And something else that we should really consider in this is that Juventus's players this year, they're wanted by everybody. They've already lost Alvaro Morata. The Spanish striker was bought back to Real Madrid on a buyback clause. They couldn't stop him leaving. But you've got Leonardo Bonucci, who Manchester City are chasing. And according to Di Marzio, they've already had a €40 to €50 million bid rejected for Bonucci. And then if you've got Man United chasing Pogba as well, it's very unlikely that Juventus are going to let Bonucci, one of the world's best centre-backs, and Pogba, one of the world's best midfielders, leave in the same window for the sake of a bit of cash. They don't really need cash. Juventus have been one of the best teams in the last few years. They're really building something strong over there. And for them to simply let their best defender and their best midfielder go is not going to appease the fans. And it's not something I expect them to do. So it's probably going to be a case of Bonucci or Pogba or neither. Let me know in the comments below who you think is more likely to leave. Bonucci, we saw him with Italy at Euro 2016, phenomenal defender. In a modern day football, there aren't that many centre backs like him, and he's 29. He's world class and he's established. And then you've got Paul Pogba, 23, but he's already one of the world's best midfielders, which sickens me to say, as we all know he left Man United on a free. But which one of these two, if one is to leave Juventus, which is more likely? Let me know in the comments below. We'll bring you any updates we hear on Paul Pogba as soon as they happen. And make sure you subscribe to United People's TV to keep checking them out. And we'll see you soon. So take it easy, Reds.